Good morning, Chump Kingdom. I'm Mike Chiswick, and with me today is Bill Gazinski, all the way from the West Coast. He went out for some groceries yesterday, got lost, and wound up in North Carolina, all the way from Las Vegas. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you.
Well, and I don't get lost. I actually came here on purpose, so it's great to be in North Carolina.
And holding the camera is Bill's wife, Sandy, who, see, look at that, there you go. Hello.
Yep, there we go.
They're here this weekend, and we are talking about plans to make your Chump Car experience more consistent so that when you go to Daytona, and you go to Coda, and you go to Laguna, you're going to have the same feel. Slightly different faces each place you go, but the same feel across the country. That's what you guys want, and that's what we want to provide for you guys. So that's what Bill and Sandy are here for this weekend. We're all getting on the same page.
Yeah, very excited to be here, and it's going to be a lot of fun too. Really excited about the moves that we're making in Chump Car. So a lot of positive movement, a lot of newer things coming up. Going to add new cars. One of the things we're going to talk about today is new MPV values and some newer vehicles that we're adding to our list, which is going to be great as well. So
many of you have already seen those. You've been at the tracks. You've been badgering me, sending emails. Thank you. But for those of you who haven't been aware of this, maybe you don't care that much, you just want to go out and race, have a good time, there are lots of new vehicle values listed on the website. We've added stuff, as Bill mentioned, up to 2009. I know like a Honda Fit was on there, all the way up to 2009, 150 points. So scour through it, take a look, see what's been added. There's probably something that's going to benefit your car. A lot of values went down. I know we brought the Miata value down.
Yep, that's a good thing too. There are a bunch of guys that were doing the 1.6s. Now you can do you have the little swap value thing in there. Which the swap values are going to be something that we talk about as well, which I'm real excited about too. There's some good things coming with the swap values as well.
We just took a first swing though at the values and the MPV table. We got a bunch of them. There was 3 pages of updates in there. A lot of guys said, "Hey, well, you didn't look at my car." I ran out of time. There's a lot of cars out there. So I've been collecting emails, Phil and I are looking at them, and we're doing another round. We'll keep doing this. It's going to be a live, ongoing process. You know, if you guys talk to Bill at the track, you talk to Mike Morrison at the track, and like, hey, my car, my Opel GT, you know, it's too high. And so then, you know, we'll probably look at that car, and we'll label it like 700 points because Bill Strong wants it to be 75 points, and so.
Right, yes. Good. and Bill, nice try.
But no, we'll look at these things, and we're going to keep updating, changing them. Anytime a value goes down, it's effective immediately. If we look at your car and we think that it's been undervalued and we're going to bump it up, it won't take effect until the next rule set comes out, which in this case is January of 2017. So.
And on the car values, there's some things, you know, all the way, like Mike said, all the way up to 2009 for the Honda Fit. But there's, you know, we have a great little Challenger here. The V6 Challenger, the late model V6 Challenger now is, well, up until 2005 or
2009 only, yeah.
Okay, so they had the V6, you're allowed to run that. And I know people are going, why would you let that's probably, you still have to probably still pay $10,000 for that car. Honestly, we have some Mazda Miatas out there that are $10,000 and $15,000 cars, so why not put a vehicle like this up there and give it a value and let you guys build that if you want to build that too? No reason not to. So a lot of positive changes coming in Chump Car.
Yeah, and one of those changes people are always asking about lately is the swaps. It's the curse word in Chump Car. It's a swap rule. It has been based on dollars and a really weird formula. It was a good try in the beginning, I think. It's obviously shown its loopholes, and so right now we got into it, the board and we came up with a new formula. A couple of you out there watching this helped with that. We thank you very much. When we release it, you'll get your credit. It was not from our brains whatsoever, but we've looked at it. Bill's looked at it, Mike Morrison, Phil McKinney. Everybody's taken a look at it and played with it, and we are about ready to release it. We're having a conference call next Tuesday to discuss the final iteration of it, and it comes out. It's not going to be something that we're going to debate about. You guys did that for us back early in the spring. When it comes out, it's the rule. It's an improvement. Is it going to be perfect? Guaranteed not. But it's going to be a big step in the right direction, and we're excited to get that out so that you guys can finish these builds you're working on.
Exactly, and again, you know, I don't want to say that Chump Car is fluid because we don't want to. We're not going to change rules based on, you know, one guy's opinion or these things. But there were a lot of knee-jerk decisions that were made in the past. You're going to see less knee-jerk decisions. So everything's going to be thought out and going to be done on purpose, which I'm real excited about. And not that it was bad the old way. It was we were very young, and so a very young organization, what ends up happening is there's refinements that have to be made. For the very first time, we saw the 240SX go out there and just destroy everybody with that. That's a loophole car. Up until that point, we'd never even seen anything like that. So there are things like this that are going to happen, and everybody is going for the sharp end of the dart. We know that, and we're all trying to build a car.
It's racing, guys. You expect you to do nothing less.
It is. There's speed creep, and people talk about speed creep. You know what? As you drive your, the Mazda Miatas, we have some Miatas out there that have been running for 2 and 3 years that are 2 and 3 seconds faster now. That they're on the same tire, they're going to the same track, but they figured out how to tune them, and they figured out how to do different things with them. There's going to be speed creep. That's just going to happen. So those of you that are building new cars, just remember that, look at the entire picture. I get complaints, this guy's cheating, that guy's cheating. When you watch these guys go around track, and you can't tell who's in the car unless you see their helmet because their lap times are all identical, those are the things you have to take into account too. If a Mazda Miata is pulling you out of the corner and pulling you down the straightaway, see how much faster he was on his exit speed and how much better his car handles before you complain that he's cheating. These are the things that you have to remember. There's refinement that happens all the time, and we're helping out those folks that have that refinement, and that's going to create value changes in vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So keep in touch with those. Give us your feedback. We may not always see it your way, but we want to hear from you. In the meantime, we got a couple events coming up. We've got one in each region, basically. We've got Sebring coming up in a couple weeks here in the East. MSR Houston that same weekend in Texas. And you've got Auto Club in about a month.
Absolutely. Very excited about Auto Club, too. Guys, that's a very inexpensive race. $550 for this event. Get you 4 drivers. We're also teaming up. We're going to be there that weekend with Ultimate Streetcar Association, which is going to be a lot of fun. So when you're not in your car, you can go out there and watch those guys thrash around those $100,000 Camaros and Corvettes and GTRs. A lot of fun. We always like doing things with Ultimate Streetcar, and we're going to be there for that weekend. So it's going to be great.
We'll find race cheaper than $550, guys.
No, that's for sure.
Well, we have a lot of work to do the rest of this weekend. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, any comments, email info@chumpcar.com, and we'll see you at the track. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.